I never thought sealing my neighbor's illegal wells with cement would unravel a web of HOA corruption and forever change my inherited land. Imagine discovering your property is being exploited by the very people sworn to protect your community. Would you fight back, or let them walk all over you? It all began when I nearly dropped my coffee mug, spotting a massive drilling rig tearing across my backfield. 3 men in hard hats were busy, one measuring, another spraying orange paint on my grass. I blinked, thinking I was dreaming, but no, strangers were trespassing on my land. "Hey!" I shouted, storming toward them. "What are you doing on my property?" The tallest guy barely glanced up. "Drilling a well, sir." "A well? On my land? Who authorized this?" I demanded. He handed me a crumpled permit with the Crestwood Pines HOA logo. It claimed they could drill water wells on my property's eastern edge. "This is a mistake," I snapped. "I never agreed to this." The worker shrugged. "Not my problem, pal. We just follow orders. My grandfather left me this 5-acre plot when he passed last year, a quiet haven beside Crestwood Pines, a ritzy neighborhood with strict rules. I'd never joined their HOA. My land predated their development. "Pack up and leave," I ordered. The foreman called the HOA president to sort it out. Soon, a sleek SUV rolled up, and out stepped Claire Thompson, Crestwood Pines president, her polished look screaming authority. "Mr. Carter," she said coolly, "there's been a misunderstanding." "No misunderstanding," I shot back. "Your men are trespassing." Her smile was icy. "When your grandfather sold adjacent land to our developers, he signed an easement. In water emergencies, we can tap the aquifer beneath your property." She flashed a document with his signature, allowing one emergency well. But orange markers dotted my field, hinting at multiple wells. "This says one well," I pointed out. Claire waved it off. "Our lawyers say severe shortages justify more. We're in a drought." Drought? My well worked fine, and the county hadn't declared an emergency. That night, drilling noises kept me awake as floodlights glared. By morning, they'd finished one well and started another. I called the county water authority. "No emergency here," the clerk said. "Just voluntary lawn watering restrictions." Suspicious, I drove through Crestwood Pines. Lawns were lush, sprinklers ran, and a sign boasted, "Coming soon, Crestwood Pines luxury water features and lake." They weren't saving water, they wanted my aquifer for fountains and a fake lake. Fury built as I saw 3 drilling teams tearing up my garden, damaging trees my grandfather planted. Pipes stretched not to Crestwood Pines but to a field marked Future Lakeview Mall. Were they selling my water to developers? A neighbor, Tom Grayson, confirmed my fears. "Claire pitched this at the HOA meeting," he said. "Said they got aquifer access for amenities. It'll boost property values." His wife, Ellen, added, "They've planned this for months, collecting special fees. No emergency, just greed." I hired lawyer Daniel Brooks. "They're violating the easement," he said. "We'll file for an injunction, but it'll take a week." Meanwhile, he urged me to document everything. I photographed the destruction, the pipes, the mall signs. The HOA sent a violation notice, fines for overgrown grass, and improper fences, pure retaliation. This was war. Staring at the rigs at midnight, I realized the easement didn't protect their wells after drilling. At dawn, I called my buddy Jake, a contractor. "I need a cement mixer," I said. "What for?" he asked. "Just trust me." I bought quick-set concrete from 3 stores to avoid suspicion. That night, at 2 a.m., with the guard asleep, I poured concrete and scrap metal into the first well, sealing it tight. Over 2 nights, I filled 3 wells, each a silent victory. On the 4th morning, Claire and 2 suits, her lawyer, Richard Tate, and a detective, stormed my door. "The wells are sabotaged," she screamed. "Filled with concrete. I played dumb. That's awful, but I didn't approve those wells. Richard threatened. This vandalism costs us $50,000. You'll pay. I showed photos of pipes leading to the mall. Why are emergency wells feeding a commercial project? The county says no drought exists. Claire paled. And I bluffed. I've recorded our talks, including your multi-well plans. The detective raised an eyebrow, noting Claire's unease. My lawyer's filing an injunction, I said. The water board's curious about unauthorized drilling. As they left, I caught a worker photographing my garage, where the mixer sat. Later, an unfamiliar car cruised by. They were watching me. Daniel called. The HOA's cozy with the zoning board, fast-tracking permits. We need more proof. Then I saw it, a tanker from Evergreen Development filling up at a well, hauling water to the mall site. I snapped photos and sent them to Daniel. This is big, he said, alerting regulators. Claire and Richard returned, offering $5,000 and waiving fines. Generous, I sneered. Considering you're selling my water for millions. Claire's mask slipped. This project will happen, Eric. We have connections. Don't push us. Tom warned me later. Claire plays dirty. She bankrupted a guy over landscaping disputes. That night, guards patrolled, halting my cementing. I needed a bolder move. At 3 a.m., I called Jake again. By dawn, his mixer truck rolled in. We hit the newest well, pouring thick concrete laced with rebar. By noon, we'd sealed 4 wells. Dust rose as Claire and board member Nathan Pierce charged toward us. Stop! She shrieked. You're destroying our wells. My wells? I corrected. On my land, beyond your one-well easement. Nathan growled. We'll bury you in court. I handed Claire blueprints I'd photographed through Nathan's window, showing a board member's retreat. Not emergency wells. Huh. Jake blocked Nathan's lunge for the papers. I added, my lawyer loved your recorded threats. A county water official and cop arrived. I'd tipped them off. No permits for these wells, the official said. You're on private land without rights. As Claire stammered, we cemented the final well. Your water park's done, I told her, cement hardening under the sun. The cop escorted the board to the station. Neighbors watched, whispering. 3 weeks later, I woke to a news van. Cement Crusader trends, Daniel said. A headline screamed, Crestwood Pines HOA scandal, fake drought hid water sales. Claire's board faked an emergency to drill, planning to sell water to developers. The town hall was in chaos. Residents demanded fee refunds. Claire called it a witch hunt. Nathan's wife, Lisa, dragged him to confess. The drought was a lie. Claire promised us profits. The HOA charter was suspended. Claire faced fraud charges. Months later, neighbors proposed a nature preserve on my scarred land. I'd keep ownership, granting a conservation easement. The cemented wells stayed, each with a plaque about the scandal. Lisa showed me plans for a water conservation center named for my grandfather. You saved the aquifer, she said. At the preserve's dedication, the mayor gave me a kiosk key. One man's courage reminded us what community means, he said. I spoke. I just wanted to protect my land. But we protected our water too. A sign read, Thank you for teaching us to share, not take. Claire's SUV sped by, her glare venomous. She'd lost everything. My land now hosts birdwatchers, kids learning about water, and families on trails. The cement stood as a testament to fighting corruption. Sometimes you close doors to open better ones. What do you think? Was I right to cement those wells, or did I go too far? Share your thoughts below. Let's debate standing up to corruption versus community harmony. Your comments could spark the next big discussion, so hit that like button and join the conversation.